A new book from a WashU professor explores something that many of us probably use every day, talking about lipstick. So joining us now is Eileen G'Sell to talk about the power behind a very simple object in many ways, but not so simple. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me come.
Really
I also felt like you would
appreciate
be a great person to talk to about this because you have such a distinct sense of style.
Oh, I do?
Yes, you do. I knew that from the exact moment I met you. And I think part of what this book is really trying to do is navigate how a sense of style and an attraction or gravitation to beauty culture need not be in contradiction to being highly intelligent and professional and deeply invested to making the world a better place, that these things don't have to necessarily be in conflict.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And then this is part of a series, right?
Yes.
On looking at basically the hidden lives of ordinary things.
That's right. So it's part of the Object Lesson series, and each of the Object Lesson series books is devoted to a specific object. So there is an Object Lessons book on glitter. There's an Object Lessons book on the magazine. So there are all sorts of books. This one I started writing in 2024, and it's really thinking about not lipstick in terms of like the cosmetic industry's history. Like other people have written about that. Mm-hmm. This book is really a lot more about gender, sexuality, identity, and how beauty culture fits into all of that.
That's so fascinating. So when did you, I guess, what made you want to write about lipstick in general? Was that something that you were like, hey, I'm gonna pitch this? Because I know that we want to look at the hidden lives of ordinary things, or?
Yeah, great question. So I knew that I wanted to write about lipstick because lipstick is so controversial in certain ways. I mean, it's every day, and like you said, a lot of people wear it every day, but at the same time, it's something that can sometimes come across as less serious. It can come across as flashy or kind of self-sexualizing in certain contexts. Like there are controversies around it. And I like to go where controversies exist as a writer. So for me, writing about lipstick came really naturally. I also personally love lipstick. I used to be an Avon lady's assistant back in the late 1980s in St. Louis, and I used to be paid partially in those tiny little lipsticks, those little trial lipsticks.
I used to love those.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, my aunt used to give those to me.
Yes, exactly. So I was kind of compensated in part with those. So they have a special place in my heart. At the same time, I didn't write this book to promote buying lipstick, and I really also tried to include the voices of people who don't like lipstick and don't like wearing it. So one of the things that was really important to this book was including a lot of voices that are not mine. So I interviewed and surveyed almost 100 people, and I included a lot of their voices. So from age like 18 to 75, to really see how a lot of the attitudes towards beauty culture, identity, and gender are really shaped by when we're born and when we grow up and what's going on at the time.
Oh, wow. Fascinating.
Yeah.
You said, oh my gosh, so many people. Okay, question for you. Does lipstick celebrate feminism, or do you think it oppresses it?
That's a great question. I don't think it does either.
Okay.
The tension between femininity and feminism has been around for a long time, and I did a lot of research on that topic, and in the process of researching it, I learned a lot about that. So I don't think that lipstick can be classified as itself feminist or the opposite. I feel like it's a lot more complicated, and so this book is really more about what is self-expression and what does it mean to express yourself genuinely, and how lipstick could be a part of that, but it could also not be a part of that.
Sure.
Yeah, at all.
And it was interesting because you mentioned that, you know, depending on when you're born, you might have a view of lipstick. So
100%.
And just I'm thinking about the controversial tool itself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How do you think we look at lipstick culturally nowadays?
That's a great question. So one of the things I noticed is there really was a difference in attitudes towards lipstick from women who were raised in the 20th century versus women who were raised in the 21st century. And I think part of that is that in the 20th century, not the entire 20th century, but for a lot of it, lipstick was an obligation. Mm-hmm. And whenever anything is an obligation, it can't really be that much fun. I feel like when you think of something as a duty, it's harder to see it as something creative or individualistic. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the 21st century, I feel like fewer and fewer millennial and Gen Z women cited lipstick as an obligation or even wore it every day. So that was something that I also had noticed as a teacher. I've been teaching at WashU for about 20 years. I've noticed that lipstick, trends have changed. A lot fewer young women wear lipstick every day, but that doesn't mean that they're against it. A lot of them really love wearing it on special occasions or for a special event. So I think that was also something that I learned. I really do feel like a lot of it is generational and cultural too. I have a whole chapter about women of color and lipstick legacies specific to women of color, and I learned a lot in the process of writing that.
Oh, I
Yes.
can't wait to read that
Yeah.
chapter. Okay,
Yeah.
so you had an event last night.
Oh yes, I
And
did.
you had an event in New York as
Yes,
well.
both were amazing. My New York book launch was last Friday, and then last night was Left Bank Books here in St. Louis. So many people showed up. So many people who are in the book showed up, and that made me so happy.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Now the book comes out officially. Your
Yes.
publication date is February 19th.
Very good. Yes, February
Okay.
19th. So next Thursday, and I think it would be a late Valentine's Day present, but I think it would still be the perfect Valentine's Day present because it celebrates what's fun and expressive about femininity rather than dwelling only on like the heavier stuff. But
Sure.
there is some serious intellectual stuff in the book too.
Okay, well, we wish you much success.
Thank
It
you,
looks
Michelle.
beautiful cover, fun
Thank
topic,
you.
and really you explore so much.
There's so much there.
So
there
much
really
depth.
is. There really is.
Real quick question, what about the red lip? Is the red lip controversial?
I think it is. I love a red lip, but I actually wrote, again, in the chapter 4, some women have been discouraged from wearing it. And a lot of times the women who are discouraged from wearing it are Black women, Latinx women, sometimes women of different, like darker skin complexions have been discouraged, which I didn't realize, but doing research for the book, it opened my eyes to some of these larger cultural implications. I love a red lip. I know a lot of people think it's too much, but for me, it's not. Like I
fabulous.
love the boldness, and it's early in the morning, and I still love the boldness. It helped me wake up this morning.
Oh yeah, well you look great with a red lip.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thanks,
This
Michelle.
is such a fascinating book. I'm
Thank
really
you.
excited for you.
Thank you.